us. And held them to 39%, which they've been averaging, I think, 48%. But I think just some of the second opportunities that they got added up, and against a good team, which they are, you know, you only get maybe so many opportunities to give the team those second chances and to convert. So, you know, congrats to those guys. They made the plays they need to make. But very proud of our guys for not giving up. To be down 16, a lot of people would have cashed it in, and that 16 becomes 30, which has happened here a lot. And so I'm proud of the guys for banding together and to keep on fighting and to give ourselves a chance at the end.
Any question?
Second half, the film study revealed some softness in their corners or some open shots that would be likely to be there.
Well, they got such great length on their team. We felt like, you know, just making the extra pass, you know, would give us some opportunities. You know, we felt like we had to move them, drive them, you know, make sure they don't get to stand around and load up on us defensively. So when we got to the lane, I thought all these guys did a great job of looking for each other because their defense really compresses when you drive, and you're not going to get a one-legged layup against these dudes. So when you get it in the lane, you got to look for each other, and I thought our guys did a good job of that.
You got 15 in with like 12, almost 13 minutes to go, 4 fouls. What was going through your thought process at that time?
Well, I mean, it was only a 12-point margin, and you know, we were getting a little bit of traction as far as the game was going, and so, you know, he had a deep bruise from our game Thursday night, and he was not 100% today. He was limping a lot, and was a big concern even before tip-off how much he could go. And we just felt like, hey, let's get him out there, and his best shot would be to keep it warm as much as he could. And you know, he triggers a lot of things we do from his energy and our defense, and he's a senior leader, and so we thought we'd roll with him as best we can, obviously without putting him in jeopardy.
Alan, where was his bruise? Where's he?
His leg somewhere, leg or thigh or something like that, but it just happened in the App State game.
Okay, you guys were much more efficient from beyond the arc in the second half, 6 of 11. What was the difference between the final 20 minutes and the first 20 minutes?
Just being a little bit more patient. You know, sometimes we got a lead in the first half, and I thought there were a couple of possessions where we just did things a little quickly. But I thought guys settled down and started looking for each other. And again, it's playing after the play that gave us some success. So I thought that was the difference.
They got early offense to start the game. You guys kind of tamped down on that. Was that something you told your guys to be aware of? Their early offense, they're pushing, and then also second half?
Yeah, they're at their best when they get off the fast starts. And the games that they've had struggles in is when teams have kind of, you know, tightened up on them early and kept them, you know, from getting a lot of things easy. And we gave up 13 points in that first 4-minute segment, and I felt like that gave them some comfort. So, but then again, you know, came back later in the half and was able to settle things down. And I thought we finished the first half really well. In that last 4 minutes, I think we ended up scoring 7 in a row. So finished the half strong, despite not starting the half well.
Braxton, Willie and Perrier and Mike get foul trouble. How does that affect what you all trying to do?
Well, I just think it comes down to picking each other up, just coming together as a team. You know, just all our season we talk about it, brotherhood, fight for one another. So that's what it comes down to.
Number one, talk about being the recipient of some of those kicks in the second half. You have some shots. It really helps your team.
Yeah, I mean, that's when we're at our best, when all of us are looking for each other, trying to play together. And I think it gets no better than that, whether it's me or Keyshawn or Pete or Torn or whoever. If we're getting in the lane looking for each other, I think we give ourselves a little chance.
As you nailed some of those shots, were you feeling more comfortable, more confident?
Yeah, I would say just seeing a couple go in makes it more easier to get in the flow of it.
Keyshawn, what happened on the last play? Did you get the shot you wanted?
Originally, I was looking for Braxton to come off, kind of curl, running our last minute play. But once I saw that the dude was trailing him, and I saw that my defender backed up, last second, I kind of thought he just shot up, would try to draw the foul in the process because the call was going down.
And on the layup, we all looking for, before in the previous possession, we were looking for a 3 on that initially.
Originally, we was looking for a 3, but we took what they gave us.
Alan, their offensive rebounding was a big factor.
Mhm.
What was going on with that?
Well, you know, we played some zone and it actually accomplished what we wanted in terms of trying to force them to shoot some jump shots. But the thing about zone is we can continue to improve ours is there's not, it's not like a designated guy that's right next to you at times in man-to-man. You know, sometimes in zone, you're trying to cover areas. And, you know, there were a few times where either the ball got on the ground or we just missed putting a body on somebody. So clearly we know that's an area that we can get better at. But it did, on the flip side of it, it did give us a chance to be in position to win because it kind of took some steam out of their motion and forced them to shoot some J's.
You settled on that zone, but first half, you did show some man. Why the switching? Why, was that just something to put them on their heels? Or?
Yeah, they're such a rhythm team. I mean, the Princeton offense, when it gets into a rhythm and it starts clicking and they can start figuring out what they get, whether it's back cuts or things like that, that's when those teams are really hard to deal with. But we thought playing some zone would mix it up and keep them off balance, eliminate some of the cutting and driving, and then make them play around us and shoot over us.
Coach, you guys were not just making threes, but getting wide open, looks like including one from the corner that just missed at the end. Was there something that you guys saw within their defense to take advantage of?
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, I think our guys have started playing after the play, meaning, you know, you run your initial action, but then you don't stop. You just keep the ball moving. And I think when we start driving the ball and their defense, again, you know, they'll have 5 guys at times in the lane. It's very difficult to get a layup or an easy basket right at the rim. But they do give you some seams on the perimeter when you drive it in there. I thought Perry got in there a few times and found open guys. Everybody did it. You know, the guards were doing a good job of playing buddy ball and looking for each other. So I thought that helped us because, you know, guys paid attention to the scouting report from the standpoint of, hey, if you drive it in there, play off 2 feet, and then somebody open's going to develop.
Keyshawn, you don't win today, but does this guys help you at all down the road? This
Yeah,
kind of game?
it shows that we can compete with anybody